guys, I just found some lunch for us.
Oh, disgusting. What did you do to the poor little squirrel?
Accidentally hit it with my ATK, okay?
Hold on a second. That squirrel isn't dead yet.
Oh, thank goodness. I'm okay. Thank you so much, Triage Trooper. No thanks to you, Ruckus. Watch where you're driving next time. Squirrel Stampede. Please like and squirrel
Woo! I'm a snowflake.
On the table, Fortnite is back. And so is that little camera up there. What is that camera doing up there? Fortnite Jazwares. Is this Series 3 or Series 4? Wave 3, 4? I'm not really sure, but I think it's the third something of the basic assortment of action figures coming out on store shelves. We have DJ Yonder, we have Verge, we have Ruckus, Triage Trooper, one of my favorites, AIM, an early game survival kit on that one, and Frostbite over here, not to be confused with the G.I. Joe. So a very lively assortment of Fortnite action figures to go through today. Let's get right to them. And we begin with one of my favorites, the Triage Trooper.
I always like the medical help guys.
Triage Trooper, an epic Fortnite skin with purple carded figure. On the back of the card we can finally say, yes, this is Series 3 available. I believe I've picked up a good majority, still looking for Peely and Longshot out there. With a Triage Trooper though, no one is beyond saving. And saving we will do to the Triage Trooper by opening up the package. Triage Trooper out of pack, standing upon metal building materials faceplate display stand with the amazing flatliner harvesting tool. I like this guy even more outside of the box, heavily packed and detailed with medical gear, super supplies, and that harvesting tool. Just look how awesome it is. Could you imagine if you could send one back in time and wield one of those during the Civil War? Think of all the saving you could do. Bonus points to the blue rubber glove on the bottom. Like all the other amazing Jazwares Fortnite figures, loaded with multiple points of articulation, shoulders and elbows, head rotations. There is torso movement, but we are a little bit restrained because of the covering of medical gear. But there's also waists, hips, knees, and ankles. And I really like these metal display stands better than the wood for some reason. Something about being a little bit stronger. Really like the Triage Trooper. He'll come handy if I ever can get some battles going on again. Of course, my favorite G.I. Joe lifeline will always be very helpful in the battles. Looking at the Triage Trooper and the Joe, these two can easily work side by side. Well, let's see who's up next. Let's go with Verge. Kind of a plain looking dude compared to the others. Verge, an uncommon male avatar skin, rarity level carded green. Fortnite Verge, always on the forefront. And other figures available, have to find that Peely one day. And verging out of the pack, with the uncommon Verge. He may be a little bit plainer to the others, but on the other hand, a very nice casual action figure, if you will. Again, this guy could play very well outside of Fortnite with the gear he's wearing. Verge wielding the uncommon clean-cut harvesting tool. Also pretty basic, especially after what we saw Triage Trooper holding.
Did you show him the glove on the end of the harvesting tool, did ya?
Yes, we showed off the harvesting tool glove. That was funny. Looks like Verge should have good action figure movement. Will there be some torso moving infraction with that armor he's holding up front? No, okay, it's just right above the line. Moving freely about very easily. So yeah, if you're looking for a Fortnite character that is a little more normal compared to some of the crazies, this one is a good one to pick up and place in between them. After Verge, speaking of a more wild Fortnite skin, we have Ruckus. Ruckus, a rare carded Fortnite outfit from the Wasteland Warriors set. This one definitely one of the better of Series 3. On the back of the card, Ruckus, bring the bedlam. What does that even mean? Bedlam, noun, a scene of uproar and confusion. Thank you, Oxford. Learn something new every day. Well, I am liking this Ruckus figure a lot so far. Let's open up, see him up closer. Jazwares is just nailing it with their 4.5-inch figure line of Fortnite figures. I know some will say they could use a little more in-game detail matching, but for the price point and scale of these figures, I am pretty amazed what they can do, and don't forget there are fancier lines of Fortnite figures out there. Just look at the amazing detail of Ruckus. This is one very rough and tough looking figure. Ruckus holding on to the rare Splinter Strike harvesting tool. Love the detail they even put into the harvesting tools. There are many toy companies out there that would have just left that as one color of plastic. Ruckus has a lot of Mad Max gear going on, so there might be a little bit of mobility issues in his articulation. Those spiky shoulder pads may prove difficult to move arms out. Yes, like I thought, so use those elbows a little more. I think we'll get okay torso movement, even with all these straps going around the torso. That's good. And this belt, I think will be okay too with the hips. The only thing that I see the most troublesome would be these feet. The ankles are always hinged a little odd with these. You kind of want to pull the foot toe forward sometimes to get them to stand, but because of these spikes here, that's not going to happen very easily, so he's kind of be stuck standing, sometimes maybe leaning. But right now, I think we're okay for the most part. Oh, look at that little cool armband attachment he's got. Smart device on the go. Very nice looking figure. The hair, the blue hair standing up. Oh, I should check. I always get this wrong. Does the mask come off? I think that mask is stuck on there, so that does not remove. That is not a helmet piece. I always seem to miss that. But overall, Ruckus, very Ruckus-like. Great figure for Series 3. Lowering the temperature of the set, we have the legendary Frostbite. Brr, it's cold in here. Fortnite Frostbite, brave the cold. Pretty chilly figure as we get into this, though you might find we have seen this one a little bit differently. And frostily removed from pack, Frostbite. Pretty chilly deep freezed bundled looking figure, although if looking familiar to you, we've seen the likes before with... Ow, Raptor! Raptor and Havoc. These three figure skin alternates, probably the most reused from Jazwares in this series so far. Surprisingly though, with the paintwork, they all look very different from one another, so pretty good reuse of parts and pieces from Jazwares. Oh, Raptor. There's something about the treaded boots of these three figures that they do not like to stand on display stands. As for harvesting tool, we have the rare Chillax. Pretty large harvesting tool with this one, feels like one of the largest out there. So if you like the snowy cold, keep an eye out for Frostbite, another wild figure from Series 3. Next up, looking at AIM, an early game survival kit figure. These packs typically run about $20, versus the solo mode figure packs usually run around $12.99. A little more included with these gliders, and I really like the transparent building materials of these. On the back of the card of this very legendary avatar skin, AIM.
Scanning area for targets.
And let's see how this robot will stand up. Out of the pack with the truly impressive AIM. Lots of new Jazwares pieces were used to build up this mechanical guy. The figure still is comprised of most of the same articulation points these figures typically have. There might be a little bit of limited mobility with those shoulder pads, but I'm seeing most of everything is still in there and he's standing quite awesome-like. AIM comes with the axe harvesting tool, a rare AXE, and on his back, we have the Elim, E-L-I-M, back bling. I think we saw that one from before on the Jumbo Loot Pinata, was it? Really fancified figure worth the extra bucks picking up. We have the 4 extra transparent building material tiles. We have a snowflake glider included. Not enough gliders have been included so far with Jazwares. That's the one thing I wish we could have seen a lot more of. As for weapon, we have a rare assault rifle, hot and cold. You can see that there's a hot and cold transparency placed on it. Again, such great detail with the weapons on these. So aim turned out awesome, aim for it if you see it in stores. Finishing off for the day with the solo mode and the epic DJ Yonder. On the back of the card with this flashy masked llama, DJ Yonder packing a playlist for the perfect party. And those pants, reflective and opening up. And out of the pack, the epic skin of DJ Yonder. This guy is growing on me quite a lot. My initial reaction of this guy has always been, but now I'm starting to like it more in toy form. Especially from the last few we've seen today, this one is really packed with some bright color highlights. Just look at those pink shoes and the soft leggings of the character. Top it off with an EO light up wire jacket and a crazy llama mask helmet. You've got an amazing action figure. By the way, before I forget, does the llama helmet come off? No, that is on Llamadly. What does Llamadly mean? For the harvesting tool, we have the Smash Up, the rare Smash Up. This may be our first harvesting tool with stickers on it too. I think those are actual decals. That's funny. Out of today's group, DJ Yonder might have the best articulation. Should be a very smooth figure to animate with. Or dance with, if you call that dancing. And there are the 6 figures we opened today from Series 3 Jazwares Fortnite action figures. Such a lively bunch this time. Of course, we are still looking for Longshot and Peely out there. Kinda surprised they didn't pick a female cast member in this group. There's usually always 1 or 2. Well, regardless, a great group of figures. Keep an eye out for Fall 2019. That's what I have to say about that.